So we've got a few things added to the shop to improve our air quality. The first is this air quality monitor that I bought off of Amazon, and I bought a second Wen air filter to go with the one that I already have installed on the ceiling. For now, I'm gonna have one on the ceiling and one down lower to kind of circulate top and bottom air a little bit more. And then of course we have the big dust collector. So what we're gonna do is keep this air quality gauge running while we make some cuts on the table saw, and we have both filters running. So let's see how well they work and how well they keep the air quality healthy. So we've got our first significant change in the air quality here. The first 8 cuts I just did on the regular table saw with the dust collector running, and it stayed right around 4 parts per million. As soon as I started cutting with the crosscut sled, which isn't quite as effective at collecting the dust down below, it jumped up to over 12 parts per million. But as you can see, now that I've stopped cutting, it's been less than a minute since I stopped cutting, and the air quality is already starting to go down. Some of that is because obviously the particles are falling with gravity, but you know, it seems like the air filters are working fairly well. So we've got our first unhealthy marker. I've been routing out some mortises, and so that spiked the bad dust quite high. I turned off the air filters just to see how much they're helping, and it seems like they're helping quite a bit because this is going down much, much slower than it has in the past. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we wear dust masks when we're working in the shop. It's not surprising that the air quality is terrible in here right now. I don't have a vacuum hooked up to my router, but looking at the air quality measurements after about an hour of routing, it might make sense to get a router with a vacuum attachment.